Alright, hello, welcome to the show. This is the Ride Home with Dawson. This is my after movie podcast, talk show, web series. So stick around. Today I'm doing a bit of a special feature, a double feature, if you will, of The Naked Gun and Nobody 2. So I just got out of The Naked Gun. Super hilarious. Definitely check it out if you can. Because we need more comedy movies like this. But before we get into it, I got about 45 minutes before the next movie starts, so I figured why not just get some rambling done, get a little head start, and talk about the movie while I'm waiting. So welcome in. Nobody 2 will be following up after well, I see the movie. But we're on the wait right now. We got 38 minutes till the movie starts, so I'll ramble a bit about The Naked Gun. I was pleasantly surprised. When the trailer first dropped for The Naked Gun, I didn't know what it was at all. I just seen The Naked Gun, Liam Neeson in a schoolgirl uniform, and I was like, all right, I'll watch that trailer. And let me tell you, that trailer was funny. Funny enough that I laughed so much at the trailer that I went and watched the original Naked Gun that night. Loved it. I was like, all right, yeah, I gotta see this. And luckily, the release schedule lined up so I could pull a double feature with something. Because I wasn't sure if it'd be a solo movie-going experience. But now that I've come out of the theater, I'm like, dang, I really wish I seen this opening night. Because even though there was maybe 10, 12 people in the theater, we were all laughing. And I could only imagine a full theater. Because, like, usually comedy movies, I'm like snickering or like, you don't really get that belly laugh. But some of the jokes in The Naked Gun, they were pretty good. I won't spoil too much, but since we have a double feature today, I'm gonna try staying away from spoilers. Not that really you can spoil a movie like this, maybe spoil some jokes, but that's about it. But yeah, no, I was super surprised. The movie opens up with the bank robbery that you see in the first trailer, and what I didn't expect was, I didn't know Kevin Durant was in this movie. If you don't know who he is, he plays Proximus in Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Blob in X-Men Origins, and he pops up in a lot of stuff. But I seen he was in the city 2, maybe 3 weeks ago doing like a veterans thing. So that was cool to see. Especially local. So fellow Canadian, one of my favorite people, really. Like every time I seen him in a press junket or anything, super funny. And he's one of those actors that you feel like you do want to meet, you know. But he was in the movie. He didn't have like too big a role, but he had I would say one of the best scenes in the movie, where they do like a sort of like a I gotcha gag over and over. So that was one of my favorite parts of the movie there. But what I didn't expect was Liam Neeson to be so funny in this. I don't remember what show it would have been. Maybe Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend or something. But one of those like celebrity podcasts where they had Liam Neeson on, and or maybe it was just an interview. Who knows? But he said that he wanted to try coming in being funny, but it just wasn't working, so he played it completely serious, and that was the way to go. Just because of how serious he plays Frank Drebin, that's what like makes it so much funnier. And there's just so many stupid jokes. I was laughing the entire movie. Like I kind of felt like if it was any other movie, I would feel bad if I was just laughing so much. Like I couldn't stop. There was one joke, I don't remember exactly what it was, but I almost did a spit take. Almost did a spit take in real life because it caught me so off guard. Because it was just, like, all the jokes are stupid funny. Like, the best way to describe them are, like, dad jokes, but they're more advanced, you know? And something that, like, you'll find if you continue listening to these shows is I hate the Wilhelm screen so much, but they actually they used it in this movie, which hindsight not a surprise, but at the same time it, like, the first time ever, did not take away from the movie, and I was mad respect for that. The relationship between Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson, not only, like, in the movie but bleeding into their real life, just makes this movie so much better. Like, their chemistry in this movie, amazing. I suppose back to Kevin Durant, he has I thought it was his second scene. I forgot what his second scene was, but now I'm like, oh yeah. There's one scene where I think it's in a trailer. It's definitely in a trailer. But it's like one of those silhouette gags where he's, like, looking through the curtains and sees their silhouettes or whatever. And it's Liam Neeson, Pamela Anderson, and, like, they're spatially positioned far away from each other, but it looks like they're doing dirty acts, and a dog gets involved, and you're like, this is so gross. But then it, like, cuts to what's actually happening, and you kind of get the reaction from the hitman that Kevin plays, and oh my gosh, it's so funny. But yeah, no, like, with all my rambling, without getting, like, too much into it, yeah, this is such a funny movie. If you get the chance to see it in theaters, I'd imagine it's in for another week or so. If you're just looking for something to do, The Naked Gun is a great just comedy. You'll be sure to laugh. I really loved the ending of the movie, because so I'll spoil this one joke, because I was just trying so hard to hold my laughter, but it's like classic movie ending in a freeze frame, but Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson don't get frozen, so they're just standing there. I'm dying, I'm trying not to start cry laughing. It's so funny. But anyway, it's a little more into that, and what I was surprised to see was they get me twice with it. So I was like, all right, credits are rolling, so I start packing up my stuff, and then we got another scene. I was like, okay, cool. So watch that first scene, I'm like, all right, well, credits are rolling again, so I start packing up, and then we get something that I haven't seen in a movie before, but I really liked, was sort of like a narration over the credits. Somewhat sort of Deadpool-esque, but, like, funny. It's Liam Neeson, like, he mentions that he makes a song for Pamela Anderson's character there, Beth, in the movie, and it's like, oh well, I mean, that could have been funny to see, but they use it in the credits, so be sure to stay tuned for that. It was definitely a pleasure to see. Let's see. What I thought was funny but a little overplayed was the bad guy is pretty much Elon Musk if he was funny and not a Redditor. I mean, like, he's not, like, inherently written to be funny, but once you, like, it's impossible not to make that connection. He's a billionaire who, like, has self-driving cars and like, wants to control people with cell phones and whatnot, and has, like, a super evil bunker. And I won't say who's in it, but the plan inside the bunker for the entertainment was so funny. And I realized, like, halfway into the movie, I was like, oh my god, this is my kind of humor, because they would reference somebody, and then somebody else who's like not an extra, but like they only have one line, would just say something stupid like a sound-alike joke, but just like an obscure reference as well. And then they make reference to Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and this is one of those moments where I'm like, dang, I wish I watched, because I feel like that joke would have hit real bad for me. But yeah, like I was saying, Naked Gun is super funny. I'd definitely recommend it. It's probably the funniest movie of the year. If I had to bargain a wager, I would say The Studio is probably the funniest TV show out this year, but The Naked Gun, best movie for comedy. Right now I'm sitting at 4 stars. I was thinking maybe 4.5, but I don't think it reaches that, but it's definitely a solid 4. All the jokes landed for me. I think there's just a whole bunch of like gags in it too that like you just wouldn't expect. Like, instead of it's a blink and you'll miss it, because I almost missed it. There's like a UFC fight near the end of the movie, and it takes place in the crypto arena, but instead of the crypto arena, it's the Ponzi scheme arena. I was like, oh my god, I would have been so mad if I missed that. But this is a movie I'm definitely going to be rewatching later down the line, because some of the jokes I definitely missed, and I'm really excited to go back and pick up the ones that I skipped out on. But I suppose from here, I'll be back in, well, I guess in a moment for you, but yeah, I'll be back for Nobody 2, and maybe on the ride home I'll talk a bit more about The Naked Gun, but stay tuned for Nobody 2. Alright, fresh out of Nobody 2. Well, let's get to it and finally start the ride home. So Nobody 2 with Bob Odenkirk, it was one of my more anticipated movies of this year, and it didn't let me down. I'm a sucker for the John Wick style movies, so I was very happy to get a bit more of a dose. So Bob Odenkirk's character, Nobody, is on a family vacation, and he gets into trouble, and the action's really good. It was a surprisingly fun movie, and I was happy with it. What I didn't expect was just the environments. It was kind of when I was watching it, I was kind of a bit mixed up between it was kind of like Zombieland and Home Alone, a bit with like sort of trap setting and environment. The movie takes place mostly in an amusement park, which was a cool setting to see, and I was like, oh, you don't really see too many movies like this in amusement parks. And I'm like, oh yeah, Zombieland. It's not the same as Zombieland, but some of the environment, like, to put it like Mortal Kombat. So a lot of the kills are sort of like Mortal Kombat-y, with the amount of like absurdity and gore to them, which I'll admit kind of took me out of it, but I don't know, I enjoyed it. It was interesting, I would say. I didn't like it as much as Nobody 1, I'd say, but I will say what I loved about Nobody 1 is the music choice. I don't know who's in charge of the music, but oh my god, like, especially in Nobody 1, the choice of music is amazing. It's not like Hans Zimmer type like orchestra or anything. It's just like the soundtrack that they have. But it's always a delight with these movies, and I'm happy to see it carry on. That's like the one big thing I took away from Nobody 1 was the music, and it's there again in this movie. Sort of like cheesy, I guess. they use a Ring of Fire, a cover of Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash, as people are being like blown up and set on fire. I thought it was a little cheesy, but I mean, like, at this point, like, this isn't gonna be an Oscar winner. I hate to say, but I'm trying to find the best way to put it without trashing on the movie too much, because I did like it. I left the theater with a big smile on my face. I don't know, it's the universe is weird, because it's like, what if John Wick didn't lose his family, you know? And it makes you happy seeing it. So Nobody 2, I would say the action's pretty good, but the only place it really lacks is the story. I mean, like, you care about Hutch, I mean, because he's like the protagonist, and I guess I'm a big Bob Odenkirk fan. But you don't really care too much about the villain. It's just like the classical, you know, evil messed up person, you know? What I will say is, the action does carry it. I mean, that's what you really go for, is all the fighting and whatnot. And I thought it was really cool to see, especially with Bob Odenkirk having a heart attack a few years ago, and that kind of spooked me. I think he had a heart attack while filming this movie, but because of like, I was listening to, jeepers, I think it was Conan O'Brien's show, where he was talking about his process and all that, and after Nobody won, he didn't stop training and whatnot. So because of the Nobody movies, his life was saved, and I thought that was really cool. Like, these movies, like, although they're not like they're no John Wick 4, you know, but I don't know, they're just cool in like the aspect of not only did they save Bob Odenkirk's life, but like they're just a treat, you know, like a little snack, I guess, if you will. I don't know, like, I think the best part about this movie is definitely the action, although, like I said, it is a bit goofy. I don't know. I believe I think with the first Nobody movie, it was the same team who did John Wick, so I would expect that it's the same people again. And I don't know, a lot of the action scenes, I don't know, maybe it's because Ballerina came out this year, so it's still fresh in my mind, but it didn't like blow me away, I guess, even though a lot of the kills were literally blowing people away. I don't know, I think it kind of lacks stakes, but it's just like a fun treat, like I said. I mean, the best like way to put it, I guess, is if you got nothing to watch and you're looking for like a John Wick action movie, you might as well put it on, right? But yeah, I mean, I wish I had more to say about it, but it's just an alright movie, I guess. I mean, right now it's sitting at 3 stars. I think the first one's better. It kind of like builds off the first one, but I don't know, it pushes itself along. What I do like about it is the Nobody character. Just like he's just a dad, you know. He doesn't like let things happen, like at the beginning of the movie in the trailers, so I can say it. He like goes to this arcade, and someone starts messing with his kids. On the way out, one of the I guess they're clerks, or I don't know, people who run arcades, like hits his daughter on the back of the head. And this is kind of where the environment gets pretty cool. So I guess I'll get into spoilers for the movie here. if you don't want to hear any spoilers about it, I would say if you got nothing else to watch, throw it on. I think I'm going to land on 3 out of 5 stars for it. It's an enjoyable movie. Bob Odenkirk's great, and yeah, I mean, he was saying that he could see himself doing like a franchise of this, so more than a trilogy, and I'd be open to it. I like the movies enough that I'd go see the other ones. So yeah, spoiler warning from here on out. Alright, so I really want to talk about the environmental kills. I think I brought up Mortal Kombat earlier, where he uses the environment a lot, and that's kind of what you get with all the John Wick type movies, but this one was just a bit more entertaining. Like, at the arcade, he like starts playing whack-a-mole with some guy's head, which was really fun. At the arcade, like, he uses a claw machine to like claw somebody. It's pretty funny. So funny enough, since this was a double feature today, we had 2 claw machine bits, so that was cool to see, I guess. Let's see, other environmental stuff that was cool. They had a mirror maze, like, you know, amusement parks, how they have mirrors and whatnot. I thought that was a really cool addition and like a place to go. They didn't like do anything too crazy with it, just like the normal like bad guys shooting at the glass to kill him because he thinks they think he is the glass, but it's just his reflection and whatnot. And this is sort of like where the Ring of Fire stuff came in, so he just like trapped them in a big maze, blew them up in a big ring of fire, if you will. But other environmental kills I enjoyed were there was a landmine in the ball pit. That was good. And there were 2 moments in the movie where I was like, ooh, and sort of had to wince, because there's like nobody's brother is sort of like a ninja in this movie, and I think the line after the kill happens is probably my least favorite in the movie, because it was just so cheesy. But anyway, he cuts some guys, like, or the bad guy's like, the last guy who had a sword fight with me, I took his head. So anyway, the brother chops his head off and then says, don't bring a machete to a katana fight. And it was just like so awkwardly delivered, I guess. Like, I don't know. But just like the scene of it happening, like the head like slicing off, it's literally a Mortal Kombat fatality. And if you didn't know, Mortal Kombat 2 is coming out. I'm excited for that, so be tuned for a Mortal Kombat 2 video. I believe October. So it's on my watch list for this year. The other moment that I was like, ooh, was there. Since they're at this amusement park, they go down nobody leads one of the bad guys down a water slide, and as they're going down the water slide, he like pulls a string, and a bunch of spikes come up into this guy's like legs and stuff. And yeah, just the noise it made like just got me. I was like, ooh. But it's pretty cool to see. What else was there? I guess the boat scene was pretty hard. At one point, he sees like the corrupt cops or whatever chasing him, about to ambush him and his family on like a duck boat, and he sends his family away so they don't have to deal with it. And anyway, he traps them on a different boat, and the boat guide is like not paying attention, and the other guests have like headphones on, so they don't really notice the fight happen. But anyway, it's sort of like the bus scene, but not as cool. Like the bus scene in the first movie was, I think, one of the best action scenes I've seen in a movie, and they tried to recapture it, but it doesn't really work. Well, not that it doesn't work, it just doesn't reach that peak again. But it's still like a cool scene. at one point, like after he kicks all their asses, he like gets thrown into the water, and it's like, all right, well, they won. and then he just crawls back onto the boat, and they were like, who the hell is this guy? And I thought that was hard as hell. So that was a fun scene. But yeah, I guess what the movie does well is being just fun, I guess. Trying to think of what else. The music, I thought that the opening to this movie was, not amazing, but I thought it was great. The movie opens to sort of like, I don't know how to best describe it. I guess it's exactly my music taste, but a song I've never heard. It's sort of like Frank Sinatra style, but it wakes up, or he wakes up, and it goes day by day, and it's really fun. But yeah, I don't know. I really like the song choice there, and it's definitely one that I'm going to be looking up later and adding to my playlist. But yeah, I don't know. Something about the music that they choose in these movies is really great, and I really do hope that like it makes enough that it's going to spark a third or even a fourth. But who knows nowadays? I'm gonna keep an ear on it. Let's see. There's I don't know. That's run through my thoughts here. Yeah, I think that's really all I got for Nobody 2. Like, I'm excited for it, but at the same time, or like, we'll see the future, but it was just a good movie. Like, not great, not amazing, not bad, not horrible, but it was just good, you know. So like I said, if you're into like the action movies and whatnot, I would definitely give it a shot at least. It's definitely worth at least one watch, I'd say. It was pretty good. What else? Yeah, I guess 3 stars. That's all I got about it. I don't know. I'll throw it into the ranking earlier, or on my Letterboxd. Be sure to follow, keep up to date and whatnot. But I guess since today's a double feature, I can talk a bit more about the Naked Gun. So nothing I didn't cover already at the beginning of the video, but I was going through my watch list of this year, and I'd say that the Naked Gun's my 9th favorite movie this year. I know 9th is a weird spot, so it might get knocked out of the top 10 video at the end of the year. I'm thinking it probably will with the Smashing Machine coming out. That looks like it's going to be good. It just depends on the Rock's performance, I guess. What else is coming out this year? Five Nights at Freddy's 2, I don't think is going to make my list, even though I'm definitely going to watch it. Maybe not opening night, but I do want to watch it. Mortal Kombat 2, there's a chance that Mortal Kombat 2 gets up there, you know. What I think Naked Gun bumped down Wallace and Gromit. Vengeance Most Foul that came out in January here. Yeah, I'm not sure what else is coming. Really, I guess what I did want to say was this show, I go to the movies a lot, so the frequency of episodes really just depends on what I'm watching and whatnot. So there's nothing really happening in September, which is kind of unfortunate. I do have an episode 0 recorded, so I might edit that, publish it in a week or two. Might as well just get it up there, try getting everything on Spotify set up, you know. What else? Oh yeah, so Nobody 2 was my 99th movie. Technically, well, not technically, 99th movie that I have a picture of. Every time I go to the theater, I take a photo, and just like document it. I have a big photo book. Anyway, yeah, I'm hoping, I'm praying that Spider-Man 2 comes back in theaters. That would just be an amazing one to see, and I would really like it to be my 100th. I seen Jaws is coming back next week in theaters, so I would like to see it, but maybe for the 60th. You know, I liked watching Jaws, and it's definitely a theater movie. They played the trailer before Nobody too, and I was like, oh, that's something I should put on my radar. But I'm kind of my hands are tied until I know what's happening with Spider-Man, and I'm a bit worried, I'll admit, because they had Shin Godzilla coming back to theaters this weekend, and I've been checking the postings and whatnot, because in my theater, once you go in, they have all the upcoming movies listed, and Shin Godzilla poster was there, but they just didn't put any screenings up for it. So I'm super concerned about Spider-Man. I think since Spider-Man's just like such a big deal compared to like a Japanese with English subtitles movie, I think Spider-Man has a really good chance at coming. I'm really hoping it does. It's Spider-Man 2.1, so it's the extended cut. I'm excited for it. I own this version. I'll be honest, I like just the normal copy for more, but I don't know. I'm excited to see it. But yeah, I don't know. Kind of poetic if I do see it. It was my first movie in theaters. Well, not first movie in theaters. It's like one of the first movies I've seen, and I've probably seen it like 15, 20 times. I don't know what it is about that movie, but every time I watch it, I pick something new up. There's always a lesson to be learned and all that jazz. So I'm pretty excited. It's sort of like Lego Batman. I watched that last night. It's a big movie weekend for me. I seen 2 short films at a film festival this weekend. Went home, watched Lego Batman with some friends. That was super fun. What else? And then today, Naked Gun, Nobody 2. I might watch a third movie tonight. I'm not too sure. Probably. Well, it is only about. I'll be home at 5, so, or around 5. So I might watch another movie. I don't know. Maybe I'll ask one of the movie chats. I do want to see Black Phone before Black Phone 2 comes out. Good friend of the show, Ethan, has been hyping it up, so maybe we'll have him on the show for that episode. Yeah, but I don't know. I would love to do this weekly, but at the same time, it costs with movie ticket, gas, and movie tickets, gas, and food. I'd say it probably costs $30-$40 to go see a movie. And although I love seeing movies and double features, especially because I save money by seeing 2 movies, I definitely save more money. One, there isn't enough movies to do that. 2, it's a lot of money. I have been thinking about seeing Superman again in theaters before it goes, but I don't think I'll have the time to watch it unless I go on a work day, which I more than likely won't do. Because next weekend I think I'm busy, so I won't be able to. But I guess for talking plans, I seen that there's a big fair going on in the city, so I might have to make a weekend trip up to the big town, the capital of the province. So I might have to go there, and I don't know. Maybe if somebody wants to go, maybe I'll ask around. I might go to that. That looks fun. Even though it's just like one day thing, might go for the weekend. See the kids, Yeah, I guess that's what else is coming out. Smashing Machine, Spider-Man, Black Phone, Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat I'm really excited about. I was watching the trailers and it looks like they really leaned into it this time. And from like early screenings, I heard it's for the fans. Like, this movie was really done for the fans, and I'm really excited about that. Yeah, I think I'll leave it there for today. Thank you all for tuning in. I got some pretty good feedback on the first one, so it's definitely something that I'm gonna keep doing. So thank you again for watching. If you want to keep up to date with my watch list, check out my Letterboxd. I'm Dawsbon on everywhere. So yeah, I guess thank you. And of course, I'll let the other guy handle the next part. So see ya. Subscribe.